hassle out of traditional key management. Where did the storage room keys go? Who drove the truck on Monday? Who has keys for the back door right now? It doesn't have to be like this. Using Keycafe's Smart Box Locker and key management software, you can share, manage, and track keys in real time from anywhere. No more misplaced keys or unauthorized use. Featuring a modular and expandable design, it can grow along with your business. Whether you're managing a vehicle fleet, hotel staff keys, or guest access for rental properties, Keycafe has customized workflows for every use case. Simply store your keys, share access, and enable authorized users to pick them up. Granular permission controls and user authentication options let you choose who a key can be accessed by and when. And with real-time notifications and detailed access logs, you'll never have to play the guessing game again. Save time, improve security, and run your business with peace of mind. With Keycafe, managing your business's keys has never been easier. Keycafe, transforming key management.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, Intro to Keycafe for Hotels. My name is Diana, and I'll be your host today. Joining me is Iyanu. She's our account executive at Keycafe. Hi, Iyanu. How are you?
Hi, Diana. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty happy to be here. Really excited for this webinar.
Me too.
Me and Iyanu are part of the Keycafe team, and today we're going to show you how hotel managers, operations directors, housekeeping managers, and security teams can take control of the keys with a simple, secure, and scalable solution designed for hospitality. Before we get started, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from, what are you hoping to learn today. We're going to do our best to cover what's most important to you. And by the end of this webinar, you'll know how to ensure 24/7 key access for staff, housekeeping, and vendors. You'll learn how to track keys in real time for full visibility and security. And you're also going to learn how to implement a simple, scalable solution for single and multi-property management. We're also going to share a real hotel success story, and we're going to answer some of your questions during the Q&A at the session, at the end of the session. Now I'm going to pass things over to Iyanu, who will walk you through key challenges hotels face with key management and how Keycafe can provide a modern and practical solution. Over to you, Iyanu.
Thank you, Diana, for the introduction. So excited to be here today sharing about Keycafe and how we're helping hotels manage their keys. So managing hotel keys may seem like a tiny little detail, but the overall cost of lost keys, security risk, as well as inefficiencies eventually have a big impact on the operations and day-to-day activities at the hotel. Some of these impacts include delay in operations, security vulnerabilities, as well as the high cost associated with replacing lost keys, which are unnecessary expenses that could have been avoided. Key management should be fast, secure, and completely effortless. Now we're going to explore how Keycafe is helping hotels today. Right now, we've realized that many hotels still rely on outdated methods such as manual key cabinets, lock boxes, sign-out logs, as well as front desk control key handles, which can slow things down at the front desk. And all of these also result in lack of visibility. So you don't really have a real-time tracking and you don't have information about who has access to your keys and when they have access to it. This current approach costs a lot of money, it wastes time, and it also increases the security risk of hotels. With the current key management With the current key management issues that we see with some existing hotels, what we realize is that it comes with real financial and operational cost. So having to deal with lost keys eventually leads to expensive replacement, staff wasting productive times, tracking keys down, and there is a lack of real-time oversight, which also increases the security vulnerabilities of hotels. Hotels need a better way to track and control keys without having to deal with any hassle. With Keycafe, hotels are able to eliminate lost keys. You're also able to improve your security and streamline your hotel operations. Keycafe provides 24/7 key access to your staff as well as external vendors. You also have information, real time tracking, as well as a cloud based oversight. So everything happens and is stored in real time. You're able to see when and how your keys are being picked up and as well as when they are being returned. You also have full control over who can access your keys and when they can access it. Now let's take a closer look at our MS5 smart box. I like to call this the brain of our operation. So this is where the key pickup and drop off happens. It also features a camera recording, a camera for video recording, just to improve that visibility accountability. It features a secure smart box for key storage, so your keys would go into all of these bins. And it also provides real-time key tracking. So you have instant information about when your key is picked up and when a key is returned. You also have granular access control where you are able to set permission for your staff, housekeeping, as well as your maintenance teams. You also have access to an audit tray and reporting that can be exported. So every key transaction is logged and is accessible from anywhere, from your mobile phone or your computer. Keycafe removes all of the manual work and helps you enhance your security instantly. Now I'm going to show you how this smart box works and show you how to pick up and drop off a key. To pick up a key, all you have to do is touch the screen to start and you click on key pickup. It asks you for your access code. The access code is a unique number that you assign to all of your staff member. And I will just put in my access code and a list of keys comes up. So these are all the keys that my admin has given me access and permission to. And for instance, today I want to pick up my housekeeping keys. I'm just going to click on housekeeping and pick up this key. A bin opens up and I'm able to go in and pick up the key and close the bin. So once that happens, the information is logged into the system. So you know that Iyanu picked up the housekeeping keys at 12:08. To drop off a key, super easy, same process. Touch the screen to start, click on key drop off, and I can choose to use my access code or just scan this Keycafe fob. And for today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a quick scan. So I'm just going to scan my fob right here. Once the sensor detects the scan, a bin opens up right here, and I'm able to put the key back in and I close the bin. So picking up a key, dropping off a key is super easy, and you don't have to spend a lot of time training your staff on how to use the system to pick up and drop off key. The system ensures full transparency and it eliminates guesswork while also improving accountability from your staff. Now we're going to go into the admin where you have access to real-time insights as well as reporting. So the admin gives you instant data on key activity. It also provides an automated audit log. There is also a camera here that does video recording for extra visual accountability. You can turn that off if you don't want that. The system also provides visibility across multiple hotel properties. So with Key Cafe, you don't have to deal with missing keys or security uncertainties. Now I'm going to go into the admin and show you how this works. So this is where the key management, programming, and all of that happens. You also have access to all of the information right here. So this is the activity tab where you have access to all of the data about your key activity. So when your keys are being picked up, when your keys are being dropped off. I picked up the housekeeping key a few seconds ago. So and it is right here. I also dropped it off and the information is right here. It also gives you data into the date, the time, the user that picked up the keys, and the key that they pick up. Right here is where you would have information about all of your keys. And one interesting thing I like about it is at a quick glance, you are able to see where either a key is currently within the Keycafe system or it has been checked out. This front desk key, for instance, shows that the key is checked out. And if I want to quickly see who checked it out, the last user, all I have to do is come to see history, and I'm able to see that Mitchell was the last person that picked up that key, and he picked it up on March 7th and at 10:27 a.m. So all of the information of key pickups, they are stored per user, per key, and per location. Now let's go into the users where we are able to see who is picking up what keys and when they are dropping it off. So I could just click on a user, see history, and I'm able to see all of their key transaction right here. If I want to remove this user and I no longer want them to have access to my keys, all I have to do is come right here and remove the user. Once I remove them, they no longer have access to my keys. With Keycafe, you're able to also create different key groups as well as different time profiles. So time shifts are like different working hours. So you have people working business hours, you have people working multiple shifts. You can create as many as you want and then add in your staff and then give them access to your keys. You also have programmable alerts. Programmable alerts gives you access to send out notification reminding people to return a key when they've had it for a couple of hours. So it's completely customizable to suit your workflow and you are in full control. Because of time, I'm not going to go into all of the different feature, but if you want a detailed demo and a personalized consultation, you could just write demo in the comment section or drop your email. Then I'll be happy to reach out to you after this webinar. So now we're going to go back into our presentation and we're going to go into some of our hospitality reviews from our hotel customers. So Kevin from Concord Hospitality says, Keycafe has been an incredible addition to organization security, peace of mind, and accountability for associates. Justin from Embassy Suite also said, if you have keys you need managed for an entire team, this is by far the best way to do it. Mohammed from Doubletree by Hilton Hotel also said, wow, this is amazing. Gives us full control over every single key. Keycafe is a must-have tool. Right here, we have a lot of organic reviews from our hotel customers where they are using Keycafe to manage all of their keys, and they all have good and interesting things to say about Keycafe. Now, Keycafe is trusted by a lot of hotels across the world. So top industry leaders, think of the Marriott, the Hilton, the Concord, they have already upgraded their key management to Keycafe. And with Keycafe, they've been able to improve their security, their efficiency. They no longer have to deal with manual tracking and admin work. And they also have a scalable solution for their multi-property management. The future of key management is already here, and Keycafe is happy to be at the forefront. Now, let's watch this case study to see how Keycafe is benefiting some of the top hotel brands around the world.
Keycafe is a great key management system, especially for the hotel industry, because we do have so many keys that are with so many different associates. And so for us to be able to track them the way that Keycafe can track them is just fantastic. My name is Kevin Kraus. I'm the chief engineer here at the AC by Marriott and the Hyatt House here in Lansing, Michigan. I work for Concord Hospitality, which is one of the largest hotel management companies in the United States. The problem that we would have if we didn't have Keycafe is we wouldn't have any way to track the keys.
My name is John Littlejohn. I work for Concord Hotels. We're in the hotel business. One of the biggest problems we would face if we didn't have this security. People would take their keys home, and once you get them out of the building, there's no telling what could happen to them.
It's critical that we have Keycafe for security and tracking purposes. We simply just had the boxes shipped here, and we just hung them on the wall, and they lock in place on a back plate. It takes me 5 minutes to train someone. It's very, very simple. It's critical that we know where the keys are at all times in the building, and that's what's great about the Keycafe app. This saves a lot of labor, is what it does.
It works great. It even has a recording feature that records anytime someone gets their keys and drops their keys off.
Knowing where the keys are and when they're picked up, to me, that's the best benefit. I get an alert on my watch, and I can really look down and see that, the restaurant manager has picked up their key. Customer support is fantastic with Keycafe. My rep is always available. This is a must-have. It's a must-have. I mean, if you're using a different system than Keycafe, based on my experience, you're missing out. It's a great system, just from top to bottom.
Thank you so much, Iyanu, for the presentation and for the demo. So now, before we open the floor for questions, we're going to wait for those to come. So while we wait, why don't we answer some of the most common questions hotel managers ask us at Keycafe? So Iyanu, how long does it take to set up a Keycafe in a hotel?
It doesn't take a long time at all. I personally like to call it plug and play. Once your system is shipped to you, you're able to install it on your own. And if you need help, a customer success manager are happy to schedule a onboarding session with you where they would help you get it started.
Thank you, Iyanu. What kind of training is required for the staff to use the system?
Yeah, you can decide to train your staff, but the system is pretty self-explanatory and easy to use. And in cases where you want to train, you just need less than 5 minutes to get everybody onboarded and started on the system.
Quick and easy. What happens if there's a power or an internet outage? Can staff still access to the keys?
Absolutely. So the system comes with an inbuilt battery backup. So if you lose power, you can still continue to pick up and drop off your keys. The same thing happens when you lose connectivity. We have a super good offline mode that allows you to still continue to pick up and drop off keys. And once you get back your connectivity, all of the key activity is uploaded and up to date.
Sounds good. What about, can they grant temporary access to outside vendors or contractors?
Absolutely. So we have a feature called one-time booking, which is very popular with our hotel customers. With that, you're able to create a one-time booking as well as an access code that you can share with your contractors coming in. So they get an email or a text message telling them the access code, how to pick up the keys, and how to drop off the keys. You can also set reminders to remind them to drop off the keys at the end of their work. So it's pretty easy.
Perfect. Last question from the frequent questions that we have here. How does Keycafe's pricing work for hotels looking to expand? Can they scale the system as they add more rooms or properties?
Yes. So our system is scalable and completely modular. We have expansion units of 18 and 42. So as your business continues to grow, your keys continue to grow, you can continue to add as many expansion units as you want.
Thank you, Yano. Now we're going to go to one of our questions from our audience. Jeremy is asking, how does the camera recording feature work and how long is footage stored?
So the camera is right here. The way it works is that you can turn it on to record videos when the screen is interacted with or when the sensor detects movement around 2 feet close to the base station. The recording is stored for as long as a week, I guess. But I could get confirm that and share that with you, Jeremy.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. And thank you, Iyanu. Let's see, maybe we have more questions coming up. Um, well, I just want to thank you. Thank you, Iyanu, for the presentation, for answering our questions. And thank you, Jeremy, for that question. So if you think, or if you're too nervous to ask a question right now, you can always reach out to us at sales@keycafe.com. And before we wrap up, we're going to revisit what we covered today. So you've learned how Key Cafe can provide 24/7 key access for staff, housekeeping, contractors, or vendors. You also learn how to track every key in real time for full security and visibility. And you also learn how to eliminate manual processes and streamline hotel operations. You can also scale across multiple properties with just one cloud-based system. So, if you're ready to see Key Cafe in action, if you're ready to see how it can fit into your operations, you can simply type demo on the tab, and we'll contact you for a personalized demo that is tailored to your needs. You can also schedule a demo anytime by emailing sales@keycafe.com. And that's all from us today. Anything you want to say, Yanni?
No, I just wanted to get back to that question from Jeremy. So the video recording are saved for 14 days. They're automatically deleted after 14 days. I would like an opportunity to also provide a personalized demo for you. So I'll be reaching out to you after this webinar. But if anybody else wants a demo or a personalized consultation, feel free to send us an email at sales@keycafe.com, or you could write demo in the chat and then we would reach out to you after this webinar. So thank you so much for joining. I had a good time chatting with you all, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Thank you for spending your time with us today. And we look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye bye.